Good morning, Tucson. It is Monday, January 27th. I'm Dan Spindle.
And I'm Claire Graham. Thanks for being here. This morning, President Trump is ramping up his crackdown on illegal immigration at the southern border.
Yeah, right now, Tucson playing a major role in these deportation efforts with military planes flying people out of the country from Tucson International Airport and more activity at migrant processing facilities. Our Bree Pacelli joins us live now just outside of one such facility on the southeast side.
Yeah, Bree, it's already looking busy behind you. What are you seeing this morning?
Yeah, Claire, Dan, it's been a pretty active morning here. As you can see, there's actually a bus pulling out behind me at this moment. We've seen now 2 buses and several vans coming in and out of this facility all morning long since 5 o'clock this morning. And this is what we've seen all weekend, a pretty steady flow of these vans and buses. We've seen several charter buses with heavily tinted windows, as well as vans coming in and out of this facility since Friday. This facility opened back in 2021, and it's used to process and house migrants picked up by Border Patrol who are currently waiting for immigration status, which could include, or the next steps in the immigration process, which can include deportation. All this activity here on the southeast side comes as military aircraft are being used to deport people at Tucson International. The Tucson Border Patrol chief said his agency partnered with the Department of Defense to send 80 migrants that were here illegally back to Guatemala. We've seen the same big cargo plane at U.S. multiple times this weekend. Deportation flights are not new, but now the government is using military planes instead of charter airliners. We talked with Southern Arizona Congressman Juan Ciscomani, who said these deportations are sending a message to the rest of the world.
If you show up, the questions are going to be asked immediately. And if you have a case that you have to wait a certain amount of time, you're going to wait on the Mexico side for that. So all these are deterrent messages of saying, don't take the risk. Don't put your life in the hands of the cartels.
Representative Raul Grijalva, a Democrat representing the 7th District, said on X that Trump's executive orders on immigration are not solutions, saying they, quote, harm families, workers, and our economy. The White House says they've already deported hundreds of people in these military aircraft, saying Mexico accepted a record of 4 deportation flights in just one day last week. ICE says they've also increased their arrests, saying they've arrested nearly 1,000 people yesterday and over 500 people on Friday. But we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the morning. We see more cars coming through right now. And if we see any more buses or vans, we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the morning. But I'll send it back to you guys for now.
And Bree, clearly a very active situation already, just barely 6 o'clock this morning. Kind of shocking to see it that busy.
Yeah, thanks, Bree.
Well, these deportation flights have already started a fight between the U.S. and another country. This morning, the White House is claiming victory over Colombia in a showdown over whether to actually accept those flights.
Yeah, we'd wondered what might happen here. Colombia's president had refused 2 flights over the weekend, citing the treatment of migrants, leading President Trump to threaten steep tariffs on imports. But late last night, the White House rescinded those threats after Colombia agreed to accept the flights. The effects of this illegal immigration crackdown are not just being felt at the border, our border, but at cities across the country as well. Border Czar Tom Homan joined ICE and DEA agents in Chicago, where officials say they conducted targeted operations. ICE agents also arrested people in Atlanta, Puerto Rico, Colorado, L.A., Austin, reporting nearly 1,000 arrests yesterday. Holman says they targeted violent criminals, but Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says authorities also went after people whose only crime was entering the U.S. illegally.
They're going after people who are law-abiding, who are holding down jobs, who have families here, who may have been here for a decade or 2 decades, and they're often our neighbors and our friends.
This morning, the Department of Homeland Security, which operates ICE and CBP, has a new leader. A former South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is now head of that department.
With ICE and other agencies getting approval to arrest people who are in the country illegally, for the first time in more than a decade, they are now allowed to make arrests at places like hospitals, churches, and schools. And that's forcing many people into survival mode. We spoke with one woman who's a dreamer, but didn't want to give her name because she's afraid for herself and her children. All 3 of her kids were born in the U.S., but she's worried her protection from getting deported will be ending under the Trump administration. So she's been preparing her oldest daughter in case that happens. She's also a high school teacher and says she's been hearing the same fears from some of her own students.
One of them told me, is it even worth it for me to continue school? Should I just drop out and just see what I can do for my parents? So that was the one that broke my heart, because why would they have to think of that?
State Superintendent Tom Horn says he doesn't think ICE will target schools, but school leaders say they are still trying to prepare just in case. In a statement, TUSD Superintendent Dr. Gabriel Trujillo told us the district is fully committed to the care and protection of all children, regardless of immigration status. He went on to say parents, quote, should never doubt our commitment to them and the confidence of knowing our schools continue to be a safe place for all.